Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a summer transfer move to Arsenal as we move into a new week here on Arsenal. We had friendlies at the weekend in which Arsenal drew 2-2 to Rangers in, and they're getting themselves prepared now for their next set of friendlies. We're going to take place in Florida. They'll be flying out to Florida. Hopefully Albert Sambi Lakonga will be on that plane as well, and can get himself some good pre-season. It was great to see Nuno Tavares get himself a great pre-season start with a goal. So looking forward to that in Florida. But who is coming in? And one of the positions that is being heavily discussed at the moment is the position of right back, which is currently held. The main guy really is Hector Bellerin, even though he's not really been the main guy towards the end of the season, but he's the main guy holding that position. I spoke about this on yesterday's show and said that Inter Milan confirming yesterday through their CEO that they're 100% interested in Hector Bellerin, and they're kind of just monitoring the situation. They're speaking to Arsenal, and we're going to have to wait and see how that one works out. Negotiations are going to have to take place, but it does look like Hector Bellerin will be on the move after 10 years at the club this summer. But who is going to replace him in that right back position? Now, linked today is Max Aarons of Norwich. Good to see this link because he's an absolute quality player. Was previously in the Premier League, of course, with Norwich before they got relegated. Went down with Norwich and had a good season in the Championship, and that can never be a bad thing as a young player of 21. You get down there, you got the rough and tumble of the Championship and did very well down there. And now, of course, Norwich have been promoted and are coming up. But will Max Aarons stay as a Norwich player? Arsenal said to be very interested in him and have made an approach, according to some publications. I don't know how accurate that is, to Norwich and are interested in signing him. Let's hope that goes better than the Buendia one, which of course fell flat. But the sort of fee believed to be what would get him away from Norwich is around about £25 million. As I said, he's not the finished article yet, but he's a very good player. 21, has all the attributes that you need as a right back in modern day right back, in that he's very quick. He's got a good cross on him, and he's natural to that position. That really is his position. However, Arsenal will face competition for him. Remember, there's quite a lot of clubs looking at him. There's even talks of Bayern Munich and teams like that interested in him, in Max Aarons. But definitely, if that was the sort of player to come in to replace Hector Bellerin, especially he's at 21, that would be a very positive signing, but won't be easy to get done. Norwich don't want to sell Max Aarons, but we know that Norwich will sell players if the price is right. And I think their manager was even asked about it the other day, and he said, listen, Max Aarons, we don't want to lose him. We want Max Aarons to stay, but if the right offer comes in, they're up for it. That's the way that club operates. So let's see how that one pans out. But Max Aarons being linked, or could we go for Sergino Dest of Barcelona? Only 20, USA international, already quite an experienced USA international when you consider he's a very, very young age. But according to the Spanish media, Arsenal have made an approach for him as well, and they're interested in signing Dest. Now, Barcelona would want around about 30 million euros. That's the report. That's the sort of money that they'd be looking for him, which equates to around about £25.7 million. We know that Barcelona are in a desperate financial situation. If you look at their financial situation at the moment, it's horrific. Look at some of the players they have on their books. Griezmann, Dembele, Coutinho, that's just to mention three, Pjanic, all on huge wages. And then there's a host of other players, and they've got to bring those wages and that wage bill right down according to La Liga rules. would they be willing to let Sergino Dest leave the club? He's got a huge buyout clause, but that won't come into it. Would they be willing to let him go? We know in the past he's been linked with moves to Bayern Munich. He's been linked with moves to Juventus. But Arsenal probably would be able to get the money down on the table to get a deal like this done. And again, young, very quick player. Got, again, those attributes that you can see Mikel Arteta's looking for in a right back. Sergino Dest does possess a lot of that. So who would you guys prefer out of those two? I'll put it out there to you guys today. Out of those two, which of those two would think would be best at Arsenal? Would you go Sergino Dest, really exciting player? They're both exciting players. I guess for Max Aarons, he's got a little bit of experience of playing in the Premier League. But which one of those two players, if you had the choice, would you go for? I think in the case of Sergino Dest, the reports are that he does not want to leave Barcelona. He's desperate to stay there. I mean, why would you want to leave, playing with Messi and people like that? So might be a harder one to get done because he doesn't want to leave. However, he may not want to leave, but if they want to get rid of you at Barcelona and they basically say, listen, we need the money, you're not going to get the game time, he still may move. And as I said, their desperate financial position means that Arsenal have a chance. So which one of those two would you like? Where will Reese Nelson be? We're talking about him quite a lot recently. He liked an Instagram post from a Brighton fan who was suggesting to him that he should move to Brighton, or is he going to move to Brighton? Brighton, a club that he's been linked with. Is he hinting that he could be on his way? Seems to be all of our business is between Arsenal and Brighton at the moment. But where is he going to end up? And, it definitely does look like Reese is on his way out of Arsenal this season, whether it be on another loan or whether somebody will buy him. But very interesting that he liked that. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder to myself, some of these players are secretly just taking the mick. They're at home, they're bored. They see that and they say, yeah, let me just get that fan base heated up by just saying yes, liking a tweet or something. They know what happens sometimes when you do that. Or is there something in it? I mean, we've seen a lot of people like tweets at Arsenal and never ended up here, but is it significant that he liked a tweet from a Brighton fan? Let's see. And Joe Willock. Now, we all know the linking him with a move to Newcastle. Steve Bruce, the manager of Newcastle, asked about the links yesterday. You think our friendlies are bad? I mean, Newcastle lost in a friendly to York City, 1-0. You know what I mean? And there's people losing it when we lost to Hibernian. So, you can lose these preseason friendlies. However, when he was asked in his press conference afterwards about, the chances of bringing Joe Willock in, and we know that Joe Willock had a great time at Newcastle, one of the people that helped to save them, really. Steve Bruce's comments on it was that, listen, we're badgering away at Arsenal. We'd love to, do something, but it's all down to Arsenal. It's Arsenal's call, was his quotes on it. That doesn't seem like he's too certain that that's going to happen. We heard Mikel Arteta the other day saying that Joe Willock's an Arsenal player and more or less saying that, Joe Willock's not for sale. Joe Willock is going to be staying with Arsenal. I'd like to see that. I think he deserves a chance now after going out and having a really successful loan period. Would Newcastle be able to cough up the sort of money anyway that Arsenal would need? And then talks of a loan move for Joe Willock just doesn't stack up for me. It doesn't make any sense. Why would you send a player like that out on another year's loan? It doesn't make no sense to me at all. So interesting on that one. But when you read into that, it seems to look like Newcastle's chances of getting Joe Willock seem to be diminishing, and he could be staying at Arsenal. I'd say right now, if you put it on a percentage, you're probably looking at like 80% he's going to stay at Arsenal in my eyes from what I'm sort of seeing going on. But who knows? 100%. So listen, those are the rumors today. Remember to keep it locked here on AFTV. Don't forget to check out our show tonight, where we'll be keeping you updated on any changes throughout the day, the AFTV News Daily. That is tonight at 6 o'clock every night, Monday to Friday. A chance for you guys to have your say on all things Arsenal, all things transfers. All right. So we'd love to hear from you guys tonight on that show. But thanks for watching the show today. I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe to AFTV and see you in the morning.